How to understand road language can make or break your driving test. When we talk about road language, the sooner you can identify the type of junction you are dealing with, or the junctions that are approaching you, or the hazards that are approaching you, the sooner you can go through your mind or consider certain triggers in your mind that you need to bring to the forefront to actually deal with that situation. So it's really important that when you are actually doing your driving, that you start looking at making headings for yourself or triggers that will make it easier for you to understand how to deal with specific junction.
Hey there! Enjoying this content? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more informative content like this. Now let's get back to the lesson.
Okay, so your ability, this is where people get it all wrong. One of the problems you have with a driving instructor is most driving instructors want to be nice to you. So they will tell you, oh, look at that sign. Do that on that. You know, that's what we're approaching. Oh, you're coming up to a traffic light. Now, just by telling you you're coming up to a traffic light doesn't necessarily mean you know how to identify a traffic light when you're coming up to that traffic light. Or at the roundabout. The instructor is saying to you at the roundabout. Well, that is information you need, and you need to have a whole format of how to deal with that roundabout as you approach that roundabout. In other words, what type of roundabout is it? Is it an open roundabout, a closed roundabout, a mini roundabout, a spiral roundabout? Is it a closed spiral roundabout? These are all things you need to know. And there are clues. Most of your clues are on the ground. They're on the surface of the road. So as you approach a junction, there are things you can see at the junction, markings at the junction that help you to deal with the junction. But you need to get used to reading them. Now, the problem that a lot of us have is a lot of people come from Africa, and they need to get their license here. And in Africa, you either had signs or you had gravel roads. Gravel roads do not have markings on them, guys. You can do what you like. There are no markings on them. And then most of the roads don't even have signs. So there's a lot of differences in this country compared to the driving in other countries. Okay, so what we've got is on the road, there are markings. Now, this is the Abbey Road where the Beatles walked across. And by the way, this has now become a historical monument, guys. Can you believe it? You're looking at the Abbey Road, looking and reading the road. So this is the Abbey Road. There's a very famous, I don't know if you guys even know. Who knows where the Beatles are? Who knows who the Beatles are? Anyway, this is the crossing at Abbey Road. But look at here are the triggers here. Who can tell me what the main trigger is in the driving test to keep you safe when you see these zigzags and this zebra crossing? So yeah, this is hand things. Right, guys, so tell me, who can tell me what is the main trigger when you're approaching a crossing like this? This is identify, right? We're identifying the crossing, but now with the crossing goes a trigger. What is the trigger that is going to make sure you don't make a mess at this crossing? So you've got the police beacons. These are the police beacons on the left. Here are the police beacons on the left and right. The yellow bubbles at the top, which are going on and off. You've got the zebras across the road there. And you've got the zigzags leading in and leading out. What is the trigger that is going to keep you safe in the test that you have to consider as you approach this crossing? Ismatu, you can unmute. Tell me, what is the trigger you're looking for? Yes, go.
Yeah, hazards like pedestrians or cyclists or just people wanting to cross the road, walking on each side.
Okay, so tell me that slowly. I think you've actually got it. I think you actually got it right. So what
safety hazards like pedestrians or cyclists on either side of the road that would possibly intending to cross at any point.
Yes, anybody or anything approaching on the pavements. That's our trigger. Yes, perfect. Well done. Brilliant. Okay, if I could give you your driving test, I'd do that. Okay, yes, well done. Brilliant. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yes, guys, that is...
Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this video and want to see more, head over to www.bds.ac, our interactive video e-learning platform. With BDS Academy, you can learn to drive online from the comfort of your home at your own pace, saving you both time and money. So, what are you waiting for? Visit www.bds.ac today. We'll see you there.